to this episode of Boily Belly. This week I'm fishing the Nash Lakes at Royston. I'm on Wood Lake and I'm fishing a swim right over the back of the lake called Badger's Hole. It's going to be a bit of a different week this week. We've got loads of new gear to try out and loads of different things to test. Because at the end of the summer we've got something pretty special coming out. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Right, let's slip her back and try and get another one. There she goes. Boom, and we're off the mark. So here we are at the Nash Lakes at Royston and we're fishing on Wood Lake in a swim called Badger's Hole. It's my second session here at Nash Lakes. The first session that we had about 3 weeks ago wasn't that productive, unfortunately, but we got a good idea of the topography of the lake and we decided to come back this week. We got here this morning, there wasn't really many anglers on. It was the middle of June actually and I was expecting it to be really busy, but it just wasn't. We picked to come out on the Wood Lake. Had a good walk around and we saw some fish down in the margin next to me. Also, the wind was absolutely hammering to this corner of the lake and it has been all day as well. So I think the fish have responded to that and they've moved into this bay behind me. There's a reed line just over my left hand side and that's pretty much where we had that 17-pound mirror. We've got another 2 rods fishing out into open water towards the toilet swim the other side of the lake. Right, it's getting on a bit now, it's about 6 o'clock in the evening and we're approaching that bite time, so fingers crossed for another one. If you're like me and you really struggle to think of things to cook on the bank, here's a really good tip for you. I buy these Maggi seasoned cooking papers, a pack of chicken breast, a thing of salad, and then all you need to do is just put your chicken breast in one of these bits of pre-seasoned paper in your toasty maker, and then within about 10 minutes you've got yourself a really good meal. There we go. Just make sure your chicken's cooked all the way through. Straight in your salad bowl. And you've got yourself a decent hot dinner. So, just finished having something to eat, just made myself a cup of tea and just chilling out, just enjoying the sun go down, enjoying a summer's evening here at the Nash Lakes. I've held my Nash membership now for about 2 or 3 years and I've never actually used it. It was one of them ones that I sort of bought a long time ago intending to come a lot sooner, but just never really got around to it. And sort of coming out of lockdown, this one just jumping right over the top of my spot. Fingers crossed. I intended on using it a lot sooner but never really got around to it. Coming out of lockdown, all the fisheries just been absolutely rammed and day ticket venues are just back door to door, wall to wall, full of anglers. So having that membership allowed me to go online, see the availability and just be able to book on for a couple of nights. And actually it's been really quiet here, it's been really nice, it's really peaceful, it's really still. And I think as well, because it's a membership lake, you end up around the lake with pretty good anglers. There's good anglers all the way around, not your normal day ticket venue where you just got every noddy turning up and just chucking out leads. Here everyone's really respectful, really nice, and it makes a change actually from the normal day ticket venues. Not to mention the venue's fantastic. The swims are really well done, the lake is really well presented. And I think it's going to go far, it's going to do really well here. Some of the stock, there was an unknown amount of originals in here and then Kevin Nash put in 200 fish about 5 years ago, and they're coming on leaps and bounds. And looking at some of the pictures of some of the fish coming out, some really scaly ones, some really dark ones, and some stunning looking commons. I think the fish at the moment going up to mid 30s in this lake. I think they're getting close to 40 in the other lake as well. So there is plenty to go after. Alright, end of the first night. Another 3 nights to go. Harriet's coming down for the weekend. Harriet's my sister. She's really got into angling lately, so be teaching her a few tricks and tips when she gets down there. And yeah, let's see what the week brings. Hopefully, plenty more fish. Very good morning. It's a very cold morning, but nonetheless we have managed to bag another carp. She's just sat in the net right now, just finished reeling it in. Thought I'd just finish my tea before we get some pictures of her. I woke up this morning, saw some fish boshing out over the top of our spot, left the rod in place, didn't put any more bait in, just let them to it, and about 5 minutes later it's absolutely melted off. So I'm well chuffed. For a lake that's fishing hard, having now put 2 on the bank, I'm really happy. I'm really happy. And it was like a good one as well, so we'll get her out, get her weighed. Let's take a look. So a wet sling, get that zeroed. Now she's ready to be weighed. Nice little welcome this morning at 7 o'clock. 23 pound. Absolutely nailed on that little German rig. Little hobo armour hook, size 6, curve shank hook. That's a fish German rig style with a little wafter over the top. Now all 3 rods have had different things on, so one's had a Ronnie rig, one's had a German rig, and the other's just a standard sort of blowback rig. Both fish now have come to a German rig with a yellow wafter. So you can probably guess what I'm going to be doing for the rest of today. So right, swapping all 3 rigs now over to a German rig, a little yellow wafter on. What an absolute banger. Right, let's get her back and let's get another one. There you go, my beauty. Yes, on to the next one. So it's raining really hard at the moment. Love fishing in the rain. Just that sound of the rain hitting the top of the brolly. Sitting here with a cup of tea, just looking out across the lake. It's a very slight breeze running across the top, but hardly any wind at all. I've put a little bit of oil out in the bait as well, across the boilies that I've thrown out, and that's creating a bit of a slick on the surface. It's a good sign that fish are sort of feeding in my area, feeding in the swim. So hopefully it won't be too long before we get another bite. It's pretty much been raining hard all day today. Later this afternoon, the sun come out for a little bit and it's turned into a really nice evening. But it's been so quiet around the lake. There's been no fish showing. Yesterday there was loads of fish boshing out all over the place, but tonight absolutely nothing. I put 3 fresh rigs out tonight on yellow wafters and pop-ups. I've just attached a little PVA bag to them with 4 or 5 little freebies in it, so it should present a nice amount of bait. The fish in here seems to be really finicky and really picky. They don't really respond that well to large amounts of bait, so I've scaled it right back and we're putting just a handful of bait over each spot. Like I said though, it's been really quiet today and it's eerily really quiet now. Hopefully we'll get a fish in the night, but I just got that feeling it's not going to happen tonight. Alright, I think I'll make myself a cup of tea, enjoy the rest of the evening, and hopefully we'll see you in the morning with a fish. So as predicted last night, it was very uneventful. I think we probably had 1 bleep on one of the rods all night, so not really much to report. There's also not a lot been going on around the lake at all. When I first got here there was fish showing everywhere and there's fish sort of boshing out over the spots, but the last 24 hours have just gone completely quiet. Other than the exception of a few bubbles coming up here and there, I have had nothing to go on, so it's been really tough fishing. I reeled in the rods not so long ago just to check the rigs were working, have a look at the hook baits, put some fresh bait on, and what I did notice is that the pop-ups are smelling nowhere near as much as when they went out. I mean, all they smell of is like this clayey, silty, sort of horrid smell, and I don't think that's doing me any favours at all at the moment. I know I'm fishing on some clear spots, I know I'm fishing on a slightly firmer spot and shallower water, so I know the rigs are presented well, but I just think just smelling that hook bait is just not doing enough. The silt that's out there is just overpowering the hook baits. So slight change in plan today. I'm going to bring in the rigs regularly, I'm going to change the hook baits regularly, and I've got a special trick up my sleeve as well, and that's in the form of this Scent from Hell spray. So I've absolutely laced my baits now with this stuff, so they will be reeking, absolutely reeking of it. If that doesn't get a carp going, I don't know what will. So it's been another really tough 24 hours fishing. Nothing at all has come out around the lake, and when I say nothing at all, I mean like literally nothing has been even showing. There's a couple of shows in the middle of the night last night, but other than that it is eerily quiet. Today is exceptionally hot, it's mid-June and it's a weekend, so there's a lot of pressure around the lake, there's a lot of anglers on, and certainly now, as opposed to back 5-6 years ago, fishing has really picked up, and to get on a lake at a weekend you're tight for spaces, and I don't think the fish respond that well to it. I think they just hold up in a small group somewhere and sort of lay dormant. It's really not fishing well. So my sister's come down for the weekend as well. We're going through some really new products, some new exciting bits of terminal tackle, lots of different things, because we've got something really exciting coming out at the back end of summer towards the winter that I can't wait to share with you. So make sure you subscribe on our Instagram, Facebook and YouTube channel as well, and we'll keep you updated as and when that's happening. Make sure you do, because it's going to be epic. It's going to be one of them things that you're going to want to be part of, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned to it. Back to the fishing this afternoon. The temperature has really got up. It's about 26 degrees at the moment. We've got a really strong breeze blowing in down our end of the lake, and we've put some adjustable zigs out. I've kept one rod out towards that reed line just because I've seen a couple of reeds bend over, and I thought actually I've gone back to my other faithful Ronnie rig with a little white pop up close to them reeds, but the other two rods out and towards the middle on adjustable zigs. Top lip. Look at that, right in the top lip of the multi-rig. Oh no, there's a little bug on there. Where did he come from? Yeah, little pineapple baitworks pop up. A hobo curve shank size 6 hook. A micro wing swivel. Something really basic, really simple. Little German rig. Alright, let's have a look at it. First one stalked to the session, been pre-baiting that little spot, and it's certainly paid off. Absolutely destroyed the spot now though, so it's going to be a little while, I think, before they come back again. But well earned. Pretty much tried everything today. Bottom baits, zigs. But since that one this morning, we had in the early hours this morning, nothing else has really come. So resulting into stalking the fish, certainly paid off. Just getting back, just try and get another one. Goodbye, Mr. Mirror. You could go and get all your big brothers and sisters to come along. We're going to catch another one. Thank you very much. And off she goes. Yes, can't believe that. Right, time to put another little pineapple pop up on, and let's go again. There we go, so we've had a couple of fish now, and tonight we're going to be putting out the same rig again on a little margin spot. Just had that one down in the snags, and we're just going to give it half an hour, just give it a bit of a rest. I've put a little bit more bait in, and hopefully we'll get some more fish coming back on the spot. I've just had a little look, and there's a few starting to cruise in and out of the area again, so fingers crossed we might be able to get another one before this evening. So this is the rig that I'm using. I'm using a German rig, but I'm just using it with a little pop-up sort of dumbbell, pineapple flavoured from Baitworks, and I'm fishing that with an uncoated hook link from Hobo Armour, and it's a really good material actually. It sits really well camouflaged on the bottom, especially in here because it's a very silty, clayey sort of chalk pit, and the camouflage of the hook link is really important. I've also used a little liner, one of the little kickers that Hobo Armour do as well, just off the back of the hook. You can see there, tied knotless knot style. It just helps it just have that little bit more aggressive curve to the hook. It's a very aggressive curved shank hook anyway, and I've been using a size 6, quite a small one, but the fish in here seems to be really finicky and really picky, so I wanted something that wasn't just going to be standing out. So far it's proving to be working, and hopefully it'll put a few more fish on the bank for us. Don't worry, I got it.
Woohoo! Is he in?
What?
Is he in?
Yeah, he's in. Oh, that took some effort, that. That is a well-deserved fish, that. My heart is absolutely, well, it's beating at like 1,000 miles an hour. That is a chunky looking fish. I think we'll weigh this one. That was unexpected. Right, let's get out of there. There we go. That bright little yellow pineapple pop-up, curved shank hook, fish German rig style, and the uncoated hook link. Absolutely nailing him in that bottom lip. Yeah, it's in the corner, but oh, that was not coming out. There we go. Little German rig doing the business. So you see there, he's just got a little cut on the side of him. Just got a bit of antiseptic, bit of fish care treatment. So just make sure you put that on. Any little cuts. and then just put some water on it just to seal it up. There we go, brilliant. Let's get him weighed. There it goes. Just going to use my nut pole for this one because it's a little bit heavier than what I thought it was going to be, so I can wedge that in there. Stand him up. Calm down. Keep his mat underneath him. There. 32.5. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think 32.5.
Just have to put it upside down. 1, 2, 32.8. 32.8 we'll call that. Yes! What a fish! This lake's been fishing so hard at the moment as well. And to pull that out on the bank, oh, I'm so pleased. So pleased. Right, let's get a picture with him. £32 8 ounces of pure Nash Royston common carp. Caught again on that little Baitworks pineapple pop up in a little dumbbell shape with the most simplest of German rigs, fishing on a little clear spot just down in the margin, stalked from just under the rod tip. So what a capture, what an awesome capture. I'm over the moon with this one, the biggest one I've stalked in a long time. So incredible, can't wait to see what tonight brings. There you go, one final look at her before we send her back. Absolutely over the moon with that. £32 8 ounces, yeah. Nash Royston common carp, caught on a little German rig, yellow pop up. Absolutely buzzing. What a venue, what a week. Can't wait to come back. Wouldn't normally be able to get in the water, but the captain's come down, the fishery manager, he's going to get some pictures himself, and he's kindly let me out to get in the water and have a picture with this magnificent beast. Right, let's send her back. Right, off she goes.
Brilliant fish. Look at that.
Yes. Probably been about 24 hours since I last spoke to you, and not much has happened since then. It's been very slow fishing, it's been very quiet, all around the lake. Nothing has really come out at all, except for we've been lucky enough to catch this one this morning. Very happy with this one. Just caught just down on the margin, little German rig with a Baitworks pineapple pop up. Was enough to slip this little guy up. Absolutely over the moon with this one. It's been some hard fishing over the last 24 hours, 48 hours, but we've managed some really good fish this session, so I'm going home happy. Right, let's get her back, get some breakfast on. Hopefully I'll get one today, but if not, please check us out on Instagram and Facebook page. Make sure you subscribe, because we've got something so cool coming out at the back end of summer, and you do not want to miss out on it. Right, let's slip her back. and hopefully we'll see you soon with another fish. If not, we'll see you soon. There she goes.